This is how we play.
Yeah. But I couldn't just pick up a 4th edition book and say, okay, I'll build a character how it says.
Well, I mean, you sort of could, but that would be amazing, and I would not ask that of someone. But it's also sort of supposed to be set up so that it's a group thing. It says that early in the book, the whole concept of people working together to make characters rather than... Because back in the old days, somebody just come in and be like, hey, I'm looking for a game, I've got a level 4 paladin. By the way, he's got a +8 Holy Avenger. And you're like, is +8 even legal? And they're like, well, you know, sort of. Anyway, I also have a ring of Fireball at will. I hope that's not going to be a problem. You know, and it's just like, I'm not playing with this person.
OP characters.
They don't even just bring in OP characters, they bring in characters that are straight up wrong. Because
with Pathfinder Society, you know, they have the games are scenarios written by Paizo.
Yeah.
They control how much money you get, what rewards you get, how much experience you get. So you can swing and say have a level 4 paladin, but it's like, I have a Holy Avenger. Okay, how'd you get it? How'd you afford it?
Yeah.
Where'd it come from? Show me the documentation.
And even then, it's probably not within certain standards that you're supposed to have to meet. Adventurers Guild does the same thing for 5th edition. Which 4th edition was actually written to try to prevent it in the set of rules itself, rather than going with that sort of thing on the outside, which I'm not sure was really that great an idea, because for everything that they balanced in 4th edition, they sort of lost something.
Consensus is given out.
Didn't catch that the system would be homebrew. Document is daunting. Well, I mean, you don't have to know the rules. Most people don't.
I don't know the rules. Actually, I do. I've read that document multiple times.
I don't really know them, but
I mean, we would love to have you in here anyway, because it's not like anybody else knows what they're doing either. But the idea is that the group goes through a process that generates characters. So it would be better if we had the enough people in the process for it to work. You don't have to feel intimidated by not knowing. I'm saying that like I'm assuming that they're watching the stream. There's no reason to assume Consensus has heard any of this.
Yeah, they're not hearing any of what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're just talking to us, and we agree with you.
Yeah, I shared it in stream shit, but then Rad immediately shared his own stream about drawing.
Lobster, because Lovely said to draw a lobster.
So I'm deleting all of this, and then I'll reshare it so that there's a ping.
Feel free to delete it.
Yeah, we're gonna clear all this out and try again, because people didn't realize that I did the stream stuff because of it. Let's see here. Why are you turned way down? You're at like 60 for some reason. Alright, edit message. Also, fix the typo, please.
Speaking of typo, you need an editor to fill over your what's it.
Oh yeah, I need like armies of editors. There's some ridiculous shit in there.
Just one good editor.
Well, my problem with editors, though, is also the fact that they're always like, well, see, I was editing this, and then I decided that Fireball was too powerful, so I've removed it from the game, and also spells, because I don't think they should be in there. I've always hated magic. Also, elves are kind of dumb, so I've replaced them with turnips. So now turnips is a base
editor. Who are you getting to edit your stuff, then? They should just be editing writing and syntax, and not...
Yeah.
Everyone who has ever offered to do editing work for me started out getting rid of commas without necessarily knowing what an injunction is, for example, and then ended up just deciding that they were basically in charge of what my game was.
Yeah, I really want to reiterate, you need one good...
Yeah, man. Let's all caps that G-O-O-D if we can.
My dad is a pretty good editor.
Whoops, what did I just do?
He was an editor for the Boise Weekly for a long while, and a few other newspapers.
All right, that should be better.
I could connect you with my dad, and he might help you with that.
A good sign if somebody's a good editor or not is a good editor will never offer their services because they don't have to.
They're also they're also a D&D player as well. Because
my dad played 2nd edition.
Yeah. A lot of my stuff, all the kits are from 2nd edition, for example. Well, not all of them. But I have a lot of the kits out of 2nd edition as build options.
Why don't we start making Codeman's character?
You already know the answer to that question, so I'm going to ignore you.
Get us moving forward some.
Well, it's not exactly your responsibility, and I'm still trying to communicate with consensus.
We need more people so we can roll up stat numbers, because that's kind of where it starts out at.
Because I forget that. Yeah, that's how you do your stuff.
Exactly.
You do that. Okay.
Now, all you're pretty much playing anymore is the Lampedition, is that correct?
There's also a 5th edition game, which takes place in the other campaign setting. There was a game for that yesterday that Zach ran. And that, I mean, I might do that one again on, like, I don't know, Thursday or something. Because you've never played 5th edition either, have you?
Nope, I have not. Well, I think I played D&D twice before. Once with you, and then somebody got a book they're really excited with me. Like one session, I did not know what was going on. I know it's D&D. I don't know if it's 4th or 5th or what.
Yeah, this is all fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did do a 3.5 game where we ran like 5 sessions and never actually got around to doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never played D&D at all, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting myself in.
Asking was I'm looking at starting up some Clatter games. If you are interested,
Yeah.
Or Discord and chat about another system. I thought that was rude. But while I have you on Discord, I want to throw it at you.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. Miriam's really wanted to play Clatter too. Miriam had a really great time and wanted to learn more about how it was going to work.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I want to get the. I have a Black Coast going, which is what you guys play at the con, and doing that in a West Marches spot like you're doing. I really like this feel.
Yeah, and and you can have people come and go, and it's a much more useful way to do things than to have to be able to count on people that can't consistently show.
Exactly. We have a home game right now. It's an adventure path, and we're like level 14 now or something like that, and I'm just so sick of my character.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. That happens to me a lot. Especially in 3rd edition and Pathfinder and their ilk. Yeah, we're doing that too with Descended to Avernus on Monday. But I've changed Descended to Avernus from being set in Boldar's Gate to being set in my campaign setting, and the system that it's run in from 5th edition to the Lampedition, which was no simple task. But thankfully, it's been impossible to fall behind because the players have been very, very slowly walking through one dungeon for a month and a half. Which is actually a small mercy, because otherwise, I mean, I'd have been strapped constantly for trying to make that come together. It's an unbelievable amount of work.
I can imagine.
No notification. Uh-oh. Matt, did you get a notification when I went live? I did. Two-handed weapon.
Let me get on to Twitch and give you a follow because I'm not following you.
Well, you can use certain shields with two-handed weapons under certain circumstances. Like you can use a... What is that called? There's a special shield specifically for that. It starts with a B.
Buckler?
Yes, a buckler. Thank you.
What are you named in Twitch?
He is loser with 3 O's.
It's not the username though.
No.
I
am Lampe 12.
Yeah. There's a link in Stream Shit with an @everyone on it. That's got the recruitment video and the Twitch channel. So you can share those in places to get more people in.
Cool.
And then when you pitch Clatter, there'll be a body of people to pitch it to.
Oh man, nice sales pitch right there.
There's a sci-fi system I'm thinking about revisiting too.
Clatter is in such a weird place because I love the system. I put a lot of effort into it, but it's not necessarily where I want to be putting continuous energy into.
Yeah.
So it's really sits weird, you know. I would love for it to be built up and to be great and to be a huge thing. There are other things that I want to put my energy into creatively. Creatively, thank you.
I don't think Consensus is going to join us.
Sounds like they were looking for an excuse to jump. Wasn't Consensus the one that was asking about a third-party character?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're correct.
I think Consensus came in there with they knew what they wanted to play, and once there was a naysayer in it, they were ready to jump ship for the first chance they got.
I went through a lot of trouble to get into a Discord then. I don't know, maybe they pitched on a bunch of stuff because I got them from a looking for group forum. Well, I suppose that means that Rad is going to have to make a new character too. And Cody, you're going to have to decide based on what happens. Based on what happens here, what sort of character you're going to have.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Whether you want to keep this one or go ahead and make the old one and make this one an NPC, we'll decide at the end.
Yeah.
Should I just get rid of my half-orc then?
Nope.
If I can grab a Dragonborn, then I see probably no reason why I wouldn't just play this character.
Oh, Shara's on here.
Hi.
I'm pretty.
Hey, what's up?
I just came in to see if you needed help with anything or if I should just, stream you guys.
Actually, I think you very much should do things. Like streaming and maybe giving people advice and generally being... You realize I'm going to make you do this eventually, right? Like you're going to be the dungeon master for one of these at some point?
Yeah, instead of just the assistant dungeon master, yeah.
Yeah, so you might as well stick around and get acclimatized. We're going to call this Rad 2.
I can DM.
That's true. I really do need to do something about the fact that we don't have any... I'm always just kind of winging the monsters based on how I set up formulas I barely understand because I'm bad at math. I need to get that under control. I hate the changes to the interface. Every interface that changes gets worse. User interfaces are always bullshit anyway. All user interfaces are bad. All of them.
Should I go to...
As a programmer, I am personally hurt by that comment.
Unfortunately, you also are aware that it is true. Because
I didn't say you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because it's like, man, it really sucks that what he said there is absolutely correct, because in order to have a user interface, something's gotta go. Right? And you gotta make a choice about what goes in and what doesn't, and either something's left out, or you've got users with drop-down menus that they cannot fathom, that are enormous, that they can't find anything in.
I have seen some very impressive UIs in my time.
I'm getting personal messages on shit I'm not even using right now. Who am I adding here? I'm adding Rad. Where's Rad? You are Rad.
What? Why am I being added?
Because you have a new character sheet.
Ah, man.
All right, so...
Should you what?
This is like my 4th or 5th character now.
Like physical dice.
Physical dice? What about them?
Yeah. Let's pretend real quick. Just go into a fictional space and pretend that this is the first time I'm doing a online Lampedition game with you. What do I need to have up and access and ready to go?
Will you copy this link, please? Why is that not an option in the drop-down menu anymore? Okay, copy you. And this is the Roll20, which has the map on it that we are using, and will be how we roll our dice. What am I displaying right now? Yeah, that lobby is hideous. It's not gonna work for me. No, not the overlay. I don't want to move the overlay. Or what I'm calling an overlay, which is not what most people mean when they say overlay. There, that'll
Yeah,
do
I was
for
kind
now.
of wondering.
I'm gonna go get dice and alcohol just in case.
Oh,
Good
that's
plan.
a brilliant idea.
I should get another drink.
It is so hot. I
It
would
is.
love a nice cold beer. I need to finish this wine, though. It's already open. But it's not going to be cold. All right. Oh, I forgot there was food. So I'll grab some of that, too, while people are preparing. I will try to be quick. Be entertaining in chat if you can help it. Especially Matt. That's
All right. Let's see. All right. I gotta get back into like Roll20 settings and turn off everybody's big weird boxes. And missing in that same thing. You have a character sheet. Yeah. Lampy was sending out character sheets to everyone.
Damn it,
So if you
Matt.
haven't gotten
You
that,
said
be sure to
nothing.
ask him for one once he is back, which is now.
Yes, I have returned.
I need a character.
I have not added you with a sheet. You are correct. I should have already done that. Here you are. And here you are. All right. Excellent. Now, Tempranillo. Maybe letting it breathe did it some good. It's hard to say, really.
If it's not breathing, give it mouth to mouth.
I intend to. I intend to give the bottle mouth to mouth until there's no wine left in it, as far as that goes.
Alright, I have dice and alcohol. Pencil.
Okay, so I too need dice.
Rad. That was a terrible roll. You got one result above 10. That sucks.
Where is it?
You rolled 60-20 and got 54
Oh. Yeah.
out of 120. It's a pretty shit roll.
I have
It's bad.
physical dice, but I prefer the digital ones.
Yeah, this is the way to handle things. Okay, so we are about to. I should actually open up the document and like read it because it's been a while. Where is my instruction manual? Dun, 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 dun. You guys like the new music? This is like actual Dungeons and Dragons shit.
The sound of your soothing dungeon master voice is all the music I need.
Oh wow, that's very good. That's very good preening. Back in the old days, that's how it was. That's how everybody treated the dungeon master all the time. Accounting homework. Oh man.
If they don't treat you like that, you don't kill your players enough.
Yeah.
He's trying.
Oh no, I really did, but I think it backfired on me though because I put the fear of God into him when I told him death was on the table, and everybody was like, "Oh God, we have to make sure these characters survive," and then they got stuck with what was occasionally really shit characters because the process tends to generate bad characters. But speaking of the process generating bad characters,
Well, I love the randomness of tabletop games. I always steered away from randomness in character generation because of that.
well, I was mostly doing it as part of the observation in order to see how people reacted to stuff like this, undermining the way they normally play the game. But it wound up being so popular that my normal gamers started requesting it when we would roll new characters because it's more collaborative. And I was like, that's a good point. Except, of course, we don't tend to roll only 3d6 and beg. Is NPC... Oh, there's somebody's supposed to be producing an NPC possibly as well? I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to worry about it too much. We're not going to be as rigid anymore.
My character might be I'm producing an NPC out of this one where it's right.
I think more or less, yeah. So here we go. In the same room, and Rad's character is probably going to be an NPC too, unless he likes this character better than his other one.
Yeah, maybe.
His other 5?
Players should be... Well, the other 2 are in different role-playing systems. The other 2 are in 5th edition. Actually, he's even got one in Colony Wars. That's interesting. That character...
Me?
Yeah, those rolls were outrageous. He just rolled ×2 and ×3 crits all night long.
Oh yeah, my drug addict super accurate shot.
Yeah, that guy was amazing. Every time he pulled a gun on somebody, that somebody died. Well, no, you shot one guy in the chest and he survived, but...
My character started calling him Hawkeye.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It just every single roll was like above 80. Well, no, because you got some 70s, but you have an accuracy bonus. Anyway, backgrounds. We're not at backgrounds. How do we generate the personal panopticons? I guess that's pretty much what we're doing. Document populated by the results of scores. Players will trade off rolling 1 extra score. Group will then decide who receives the best resulting score. So the first thing we are going to do is have everybody roll 3d6. Wait until I roll and then roll after me, because when I roll as the dungeon master, it creates a visible buffer so we can see between each go. And this time, we'll have Codeman roll a d6 twice.
And am I also rolling?
So, 2d6, not 3d6?
3d6. But you're going to roll 3d6, and then you're going to roll 3d6 again. You specifically. And we're going to start with...
I can do that.
I should put a space in there so that it doesn't break the syntax system. There we are.
Okay, so now we each roll 2.
Only Cody rolls twice. This time.
Okay.
Alright, so Rad and Gunner, go ahead and roll your 3d6.
I thought I just typed it.
Did you?
There we go. It's pretty good.
Yeah, best roll yet.
Type.
Did you do /R space 3D?
Well done, Shram. I was trying to explain that, but I just stuffed a potato in my mouth.
Cool.
Okay, this is pretty good, actually. So, we're gonna, let's go to the workshop, shall we? Where's that at?
We have a 13, a 16, and a 14.
Move this.
Yeah, are we dropping the lowest 1 or the lowest 2?
Hold on a sec.
Are we not choosing our race and our backgrounds first, so that we can...
The only thing you are choosing right now is a strength score. We are going to decide from these numbers which the strength score is. Let's do this. Why can't I see you guys on the screen? You'd think I had done this enough that I would have some idea. No, that's the please wait screen. That's the wrong screen. No, that's the overlay. Wow, this is just not working for me. Alright, you go... over
I'm
here.
wanting to play a melee character, so strength would be very valuable to me. Does anybody else have a similar goal in mind?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure if Rad's ready for a spellcaster, but I do think it would be hilarious if he played one. So,
I guess that's how I'm going then.
well, we'll let the dice decide that, because sometimes they get a little fickle. Here we go. We have...
My other characters are melee, so if I'm gonna have another character, I'd different.
That's fair.
I mean, that's a good point. 6, 8, 13, 16, 14. Because everybody rolled. Who's gonna roll? And we're making...
Well, I haven't rolled, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be rolling.
3 characters. So we keep the 3 best, and we're gonna drop these 2.
Yep.
Alright, so 13, 16, and 14.
You are correct. So out of 13, 16, and 14, who gets which score and why? And also, why
I
is it
would
not
very much
updating
like
on the
that.
on the stream?
16.
Would you?
I'll take 13.
I'll take.
Hey, what's happening? Why are you like this? Refresh, maybe? This is the downside of the Dungeon Master also streaming. It's just too much. I'm going to start making Miriam do it.
You need more memory on your PC.
I need more people. I need more people to be doing stuff. Why are these all... None of this is important. Bring me back to the Discord. Oh, because I needed to scroll to the bottom. That was why. Fine, as long as it shows up. There. Well, I mean, it sort of not exactly shows up. Yeah, the displays are independent. I should realize that. And this is player view, right? Good, because we're going to have some serious problems later if it's not. So, Codeman wound up with a 16, correct?
That is correct.
Alright, and you put that on your character sheet?
I have.
Alright, now what about the 14 and the 13?
I'm with 13.
And everybody has recorded that as their strength on their character sheets, yes?
Mine
Yes,
is
I have
13.
Ryder
Yeah.
is 13, Codeman is 16, and Gunner is 14. So, if you guys forget, I'm here. Still recording.
Awesome.
Just
And we appreciate you very much.
It's all fatty. So
Okay.
we are about to do dexterity. This time,
Roll twice again?
this time Gunner is going to roll 3d6 twice. Hey,
Now,
give me that 4, will you?
/R.
Yes. You're doing R/.
You can also press the up key, and it will put the last thing you entered into chat into the chat box. So you can just press up and enter.
Connor only rolled 1. Okay, there we go. Oh god, that's awful.
Yeah, not great at all.
yeah, Brad rolled something neat.
Prismatic
I rolled
Dodo.
a 10.
That's a great username.
Okay, so we have a 9, 10, and a 13.
I guess I'm 9.
Well, Dex is not going to be this group's strong point.
Yeah, I mean, now, 4th edition, how valuable is Dex to a spellcaster?
In the Lampedition, Dex can be important, but you can usually skip it if it's not something important to your build idea specifically. In fact, hell, you can make a strength rogue in Lampedition if you really wanted to. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.